we took the wing off, which makes sense for a reason. Probably. It might not make any sense at all, but anyway, it's off. Things don't look too bad. I'm not going to take the other side off. I am going to draw the line there. I'm going to fix the rust around the bottom of the quarter wing, with the quarter wing mostly in place. But the offside one, it made sense to take it off. Well, I'll show you why. Out with a meat cleaver again. That came off relatively well considering how well I'd stuck them on. I have done a little bit of damage, but you know, at least I got the spat off without destroying it, which was quite remarkable. I have put a couple of nicks in it, but I mean, that's easy to fill, and all that will get painted anyway, so I'm not really asked about that. With the roof lining out, I'm really quite happy. All of the roof structure on this, and I knew it would be because all the screws that hold the roof lining in just undid, so I knew it'd be good, and it is. Even the D pillar, it really doesn't start getting bad until you get past the corner. So although I could unstitch it up there and replace that entire panel, that gets a bit complicated. It's blown the seam here, and the outer panel is frilly. That, I think though, if I unspot it, I might take that wing off. Actually, it might make life easier. I can see what's behind it, but I've got to unpick the front of it anyway, so I might just take this wing off, repair this corner, because the rest of this is really good, and then there's some crustiness there again. In fact, the seam, actually, again, I mean, this panel, the inner panel's not too bad. It's the outer panel that's rotted, so I'm not too fussed about that. And rather than replace all of this, because that, you know, it gets into spot welding up into the roof, I don't really want to damage the roof. It's all really good. So I think what I'll probably do, given that there's room to do it and this panel's only spotted on, is drill the spots out of that panel, just lift it, and then chop this one across, probably across here, and then weld another piece in, however far down I need to go, probably down to about here. So I'll replace that section. This side, although there's a bit of bubble in there, but that is just surface. There's plenty of meat left in it. There is a bit more there. I mean, I'll know more when I've got this panel off, but this side of it is excellent. There's no rot that's crept in behind it. It's fine, so I can actually just cut it. I'll take it up into the corner, and I can cut it this side of the fold. I don't have to go all the way down. There is some bubbling down there. I might actually, yeah, I'll probably just do it down about here. I could take it all the way down to where it meets the quarter wing. I could take it all, if the quarter wing comes off, I might just take it all the way down and just replace that entire panel. But you know, this is it's not as bleak as it looks, and the advantage of welding it here is, of course, again, I can do an invisible repair, because when the C-pillar panel's on, you can't see it. So that actually worked out really quite nicely. And I've got, I mean, granted, I don't have a whole panel. The panel I cut out was like a half panel, so I'm gonna have to go and chop one out of another car, but that's fine because I've got decent panels in other scrap cars, so that's fine. The roof, there you go, which is blistered a bit like Dad's, but this one's in front of the sunroof. It's blistered pretty much, well, yeah, a bit that side and all the way along here, and that's really bubbly. Also, it's gone around the aerial, which is quite annoying. Now, part of me thinks replace the roof. The other part of me thinks I know what's involved in doing that, and although it's not horrendous, it's going to take a lot more time than fixing this, given that that is quite bad. However, given that most of that corrosion is actually hidden by the aerial, if I clean all that out and then just get a bit of copper tube and flatten it and hold it behind, I can touch this in with some welds just for now. I am going to replace the roof, but I just don't want to do it now. So just for now, I might just fill that with weld, flat it back, and then just touch it in with some paint. It won't look perfect. There'll be a bit of a little bit of overspray, but as long as it doesn't rust, I'm not that fussed what this car looks like. I never have been. I mean, it might get washed twice a year, so I'm not prissy about it. So I might just touch that in. This bit, I kept the front bit of the roof that I cut off of Dad's car, and I don't know what I've done with it. However, this bit was absolutely fine. So if I can find it, it's somewhere. I definitely didn't throw it, I don't think. But anyway, what I'll probably do is just chop this section out, unstitch it off the cross member, because this, although it looks like it's blistered from beneath exactly like Dad's had, which might be the case still, but actually you can't really see it because it's really dark. But the cross member itself, it looks absolutely fine. So if I peel this off, if the cross member needs some treatment or a bit of welding, again with this not there, I can do it from above, not a problem. And I will put it's not going to be an invisible perfect repair, but if I put that wind deflector thing back on, that comes to here. So if I weld it along here, you'll never see that anyway. So it'll hide it for now, and then when I replace the roof, it doesn't really matter because all that will go anyway. But for now, that will be fine. So, I'm really quite happy with how all of the cut. And this is, I didn't think it'd be bad, and it isn't. It's perfect. So, although weirdly, the sunroof, when retracted, had been hitting the roof and has put a ding in it, and there's a little bit of rust there. So I will deal with the corrosion. I'll treat it. It's not horrendous, but I'll treat it, and then work out why the glass is swatting the roof. But yeah, all in all, it's not too bad. Both the rear drain tubes kind of just fell off. I've never had the roof out of this car. All of this needs rebuilding anyway, because well, I mean, the glass bit didn't really want to do much, but then the cables are corroded, and it's full of rust from the old glass. The metal had rotted away on it. So that's going to need overhauling, but that's fine. I can knock them out in a couple of hours. I've done enough of them, so I ain't too worried about that. It could have been a lot worse, I think. So yeah, I'll get some bits in, and I mean, if I was going that keen, this car it had been crashed before I bought it in the back near side corner and the front offside corner, and I'd never repaired this. It's got a dent in the wing, and that's broken, and someone had sort of touched it in with paint really badly. It's been like it ever since I've had the car. I could fix that, but again, it's not corroded, and frankly that will keep until I restore it properly. And it's been like it for the 20 whatever years I've had the car, so nah, I'm not too worried. I'm trying to stay away from getting too involved in making things utterly perfect, when all I want to do at the moment is fix the big holes, and then I can come back to all this at a later date and make it perfect when I've got the time to actually do it. Oh, that wasn't there? No, just see them. Frick. I have dinged the wing. Oh no. Really? No. Crack the paint. Right the fuck that middle prick. So much shit in there. Do you think Dave wants his fucking farmyard back? Ah, fucking tons of it, man. I think I've eaten quite a lot of it.
Tasty meat. You've actually held the wing on hard wood.
Aha!
Tore it a little bit on the corner and that needs some dressing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that shouldn't be on there.
That weighs quite a bit.
Yeah, of course I've got some couches in it. This, of course, that should be there. And that should...
Go for it.
Yeah, good point.
Cutty.
Cutty, in which case, I might be for now. I'll just button that back in there. That's what all have to come up. However, I mean, none of that. Right, yeah, I've thrown some shit in it, but I mean, none of that looks bad.
No, well, you did before as well. Starting to go through a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll shut off bring it up, but that's quite annoying. That rot is actually just
a very corner.
However, I may as well just place it. It makes it neater anyway if it's one the piece right way in.
So, how far down are you going? Because,
well, given that it's only that bit, I'm still tempted to probably across there, but that falls shallow.
yeah.
In which case, depending on how rotten the other one is, I can either just roll it round here, in which case who cares because you can't see it, or if it's not too bad, put more bloody paneling.
Or centre half, but you can cut.
Yeah.
Cut.
Yeah.
Because that way you
can line it all up.
And that's all
I ain't too bad. That's, I've wrecked wings worse than that before, but of course I glued that on with every fucking thing. Things have escalated further. I haven't planned to take the quarter wing off, but it seemed to make sense because it makes replacing that panel easier, which, annoyingly, it's only actually that bit that's rotten. This bit, it's absolutely fine. But, you know, the rest of this, again, the welds are shit because I never cleaned them up, but it's all solid. This isn't bad. The reason that I did decide to take the quarter wing off, apart from that bit, was that this I was going to try and fix by just teasing the wing back. However, I bought a silver repair section from Chevronics for many, many, many pounds, but it comes with that bit. So we took the decision.
When you say we, you mean you?
The royal we. The royal we took the decision that we may as well, given that I have that whole piece, and you know, this bit seems absolutely fine. I've got to clean an awful lot of farmyard off of it. There's quite a lot more farmyard down there, and that's why this thing rots out. But given that we've got that whole section, then I think it makes more sense to, I mean, the repair section goes right up past the B pillar. I'm not going to go that far with it, but I might actually take all of this out down to, I might go to the B pillar, I might stop short of the B pillar. It really depends on what I find further in here, but it makes life a lot easier because it means I can just hack all of this out, which gives superb access to the inner sill and the chassis, the subframe mount. So it kind of makes sense. This lip, well, I've drilled through it there, but that's life in it. All of this is actually, I don't know what the hell I used in terms of glue or bonding stuff. This has gone rock hard and horrible, but the metal, most of the way down here, I mean, granted, until I've wire wheeled it, who knows, but most of this actually seems okay. Most of this seems okay. That I'm not worried about. So, and well, I can't get the camera up there, but there's some corrosion into the bottom to about, well, just about the front of the tank. So I think what I'll probably do is just cut that repair section down and take it sort of midpoint between where the landing goes flat and the B pillar. And that leaves me plenty left over, and if I need to use that for anything else later on. But all in all, that's pretty fucking good. That was an outrigger once. There's not a lot left of it, and I suspect it actually feels alright. There's a bit of flex in it, but they always do. There's another bit of the outrigger. Sort of went up there once. So I'll have to make one of those. Fun, isn't it? That chassis leg looks a bit pickled. But, there's so much shit on it. It's a bit hard to tell. On the plus side, with the wing off, makes putting the wheel on a piece of piss. Also from Chevronics, we have some new rear cylinder gaiters. There's a pair of them. There's some new bump stop things because they're a bit shag. And well, that's the fuel filler repair kit that they do. These are the, what are these? Oh. Okay, yep, so I've got a pair of rear subframe rear mounts. Loveliness. And somewhere paper and stuff. Somewhere, I can't actually find it, but somewhere in there is also the front rear subframe mounts. Might be in here. There they are. Shiny. So I've got a pair of them. So yeah, £900 box of bits, but I'm happy with that because whilst the back end's all in bits, I may as well replace all the bushes. The fuel filler thing needed doing anyway. I've actually got a new neck somewhere, I've lost it. I'll have to try and find that. I might go and do that now.